I know you're going to talk bad about me outside. So, before you mess up, I have forgiven you.
This is PopDisciple with Xammy Black.
Yo guys, what's good, what's popping? Welcome to PopDisciple with Xammy Black, MCFR. And I would like to say thank you to everybody that has been on the ride with us from the very first start to today. And I would also like to welcome you if this is your first time listening to PopDisciple with Xammy Black, MCFR. And if you do not know what PopDisciple is, basically PopDisciple is where faith meets the feed. You know the vibe, you know how we roll, you know why we do what we do, and how we do what we do. So today I'll be talking about we'll be exploring real life values. You know, we'll be exploring this particular topic on real life values. It's called kindness. So I'll tag this episode the power of kindness. You know. So, kindness is actually one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites, you know. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because I am this kind of person. If you see me facially, I might not look that kind, but to some extent, I'm not trying to judge myself or anything, but to some extent, I am really, really trying my best, and I can say I am a kind person. You feel me? And not from only my own part, from some other people's part, they can say that I am also kind. You get? And I think the world will be a better place if we emphasize more on kindness. I'm talking about the church now. When the church preaches more about kindness, the world will be a better place, you know. So, before you scroll away and before you start thinking that all I want to say is be kind, we have heard that before, I know like that, I want you to pause for a minute or a second, because true kindness goes deeper than random acts. You know, it's a mindset, a heart posture, a reflection of something internal. You know, let me break it down. Now, what is kindness? Kindness is more like just seeing, let's say, kindness is just like being nice. You feel me? Being nice is often paired up with being polite. Can we call it politeness? Yes, politeness. Surface level gestures to keep peace, to keep peace or appear good. To me now, yeah, I would say I'm a kind person is I am this kind of person that I am a shy person. But when I talk to people, the boldness, is from my inner place of being kind. Now, I might not know you before, and I will see you for the first time, and the first thing I will say is, wow, maybe you're wearing a shade, and my first thing that I will say to you is, wow, nice shades. Or maybe you're a female, and you have this all back, and the first thing I will tell you, my friends know me, the first thing I will tell you is nice all back. That's from a place of kindness. But you know, kindness comes from the heart. If you are not kind, it is easy for us to know how your heart posture is. You feel me? You not being kind is easy for us to know how your heart posture is. It's generous. Kindness is generous. It's sacrificial. It's intentional. It's how love puts on shoes and walk into the life of others. The Bible in Ephesians 4 verse 32 says, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. Now, this kind of kindness here is rooted in something much deeper and moods or manners. It's something spiritual, it's something deeper, you know. Kindness is something very, 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 very deep. And now, my question to you guys is, I know some of you, it's not even a question to you, I know some of you, while listening to this, you are asking, why should I be kind? Why should I be kind? See, we live in a time where people are, people are busy, people are stressed, and often just trying to, survive, like make I just try survive today. After today, everywhere go good, And they wake up the next day and their account is still on red. Their let's say their relationship with either their wife or their girlfriend is still going down the drain, and they are just trying to like either their girlfriend, their wife, or their husband or their boyfriend is going down the drain, and they are trying to like have everything all figure out and have everything put together. And I know for sure that that a right gesture of kindness, a kind word at the right time can literally save someone's life. A kind gesture can restore someone's faith in humanity. I mean, I was on TikTok this afternoon after a while, and I got to see one particular video where this guy was just moving and he looked at this other guy passing and was like, "Bro, what's good? Nice shirt. You have a nice shirt on." And the guy was like, "Oh, thank you very much." And he continued analyzing, and he was like, "You see, the green on green is a total match for you, bro." He was like, "Thank you very much. I like." And the other guy too told him, "He was like, I like your kicks." That kind of stuff. It's brightening up the person's day. The amount of times I have texted different friends of mine, and all I had to just say is, "Yo, my guy, what's good? What's popping out? I believe your day is going on fine. I just wanted to say you are the best, you are this, you are that." And the person just texts me and I'll be like, "Guy, you just made my day." That is a level of kindness. I remember I was at the studio. I am a photographer, so I was at the studio the other day, and there was this lady that came to take a photo shoot. I was actually taking a picture for my sister's birthday. So she was trying to get her shoes on. She was trying to wear a heel, like all these heels, dark heels, and I had to kind of like, she can't bend down with the clothes she was wearing, and our friend was far away. All I had to do was bend down and wear the shoes for her. That's a kind gesture. I didn't have the lady's number, but later on somebody screenshotted her status and sent it to me as a view once, where she was commending me. She was like, "The world needs more gentlemen and kind people like this this person, blah blah blah." And me myself, I was proud of myself, I was super proud of myself, and the person that sent it to me too was happy. She knew me, that kind of stuff. So basically, I feel like kindness is something that we actually can learn. It's just it might take a little bit time, but kindness is something we can actually learn. And one thing I would like to tell you is that kindness isn't weakness. It takes strength. It takes strength for someone to be kind in this rude world. Yes, it takes courage to forgive. I won't lie to you. To respond with grace, to go the extra mile. It takes a whole lot of strength. It takes a whole lot of strength. I won't lie to you. It takes a whole lot of strength. To be kind in this particular generation, it takes a whole lot of strength. I know I will not lie to you. I've been in a situation before that somebody reached out to me for a job as a video editor. And I just, it's not like that's what I do to get money, to pay my bills, to sort some other things out. And this person reached out to me, and I was like, "Oh, no problem. Tell me what you have in mind." And the person told me what he had in mind, and I was like, "No problem." I set a day for a shoot. I sent the person different things, different concepts of the shooting and all like that. And after everything, the person was like, "Is that all?" And I was like, "Is that all, Asam?" That's kind of like a rude that's kind of like a rude response to somebody doing something that massive for you. You get? So in this rude world, it takes courage to forgive. I will not lie to you. It takes courage to forgive. It takes courage to be kind and all like that. According to my own personal upbringing, my dad taught every one of us how to practice advanced forgiveness. Now, what do I mean advanced forgiveness? Advanced forgiveness is, I know you are going to do this. I know you are going to mess up. I know you are going to talk bad about me outside. I know you are going to kind of like do something that you are not supposed to do outside. You feel me? Like, I am with you. You are supposed to be on my own side. But I know that you will not do that. You will do something else. You will always, like, we are all humans. You always mess up at some point in time. So, before you mess up, I have forgiven you. You feel me? So, after you eventually mess up, it will not be like as if I didn't know that you were going to do that. You get? I know you were going to mess up in the first place. I saw it coming. But I have already forgiven you before you eventually even messed up. So that's also a way. That's a pattern of kindness. Now, let's be practical. Now, let me give you an example of how kindness actually looks like. Now, kindness looks like you just sending a random message to check on someone not because they asked, not because they messaged you first. You just woke up one particular morning and you decided to just send the person a message. Yo, bro, what's good? How have you been? It's been a while we talked and all like that. And you just like, I know the world is a hard place at the moment. Sakpa is dealing with everybody, but I know for sure that you are going to come out strong and you're going to come out on top. Any which ways, I'm just checking up on you. That is a form of kindness. You know, that is a form of kindness. Yeah. And now, also a form of kindness is you go and get something, either at a supermarket or at a mall or just anywhere. Let's say all these local shops around your area, and somebody is trying to get something and you allow the person come in front of you to get whatever the person wants to get. That's also another form of kindness, you know. That's a form of kindness. Now, another form of kindness is when you speak softly to people even when you're upset, because there's no how you want to do it. People will always make you angry. People will always upset you. There are some days like you might just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and somebody will just text you randomly and you would want to kind of like pour out the anger on the person, but you speak softly even though the person has already made you angry. And you know, that's also a form of kindness. As I stated earlier in the audio, I am this kind of person that I can do what I do. I am a photographer, I'm a videographer, I'm an all-round entertainer. You get what I do for a living that people pay me for. You can just walk up to me that, oh bro, what's up? I need your help on this, and I will just like say, no problem, and I will do it for you for free. That's also a form of kindness. That is me giving out to you without expecting anything back. Also, smiling to people is a form of kindness. Do you know? Smiling to people is a form of kindness. People talking to you. Now, this particular part, listening is a form of kindness. Now, I don't think people know, but I would like you, my listeners, to know now that listening to people with full attention is a form of kindness, and people will respect you once you can do this. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm this kind of person that when you're talking to me, I might reluctantly want to listen to you. I might not want to hear what you're saying. You feel me? But I will not press my phone while you are talking to me, because it's another form of kindness. I will not press my phone while you are talking to me. That's another form of kindness if you do not know. I know sometimes kindness is simple, you get. It's not kindness is simple, and sometimes it's simply not saying what you could say because you choose grace over shade. You get that kind of thing. You may know how far your kindness work. It may be a small act of you, but it could be a defining moment. It could be a defining moment for someone else. Now, what I'm trying to tell you today is that you should try your best to be kind to people. I know a lot of us this past week saw the news of Charlie Kirk being shot at his own event. A video surfaced later on that I think 2 days ago, they apprehended the person that actually shot him, and the person is just, I think, a 22 or 23-year-old person, a guy from that same university. And while I saw the video of him like a week before he was shot, this guy that shot Charlie, may so rest in perfect peace, this guy that shot him was actually arguing with him. You feel me? And I feel like there are some things that he said to him that he didn't just like. That is why he went ahead to do what he did. You feel me? But I feel like Adibin, he was a kind person. He wouldn't have taken it to heart. He wouldn't have taken it to heart at all. But because he's not a kind person, I think that's why he did what he did. I pray God forgives him, and I pray Charlie Kirk's God stays with Charlie Kirk's family wherever they are, and he comforts and consoles them. Now, before I go, I would like you to know this. Your upbringing sometimes determines whether you'll be kind or not. Your upbringing sometimes determines whether you'll be kind or not. But also, there's this song that says, I don't know, it's not a gospel song. It's one of these Fuji guys that sang it. Ìyá mi, bàbá mi, wọ́n bí mi dá, èmi gangan mo túnra bí. Which means my father and my mother, they gave birth to me well and they trained me well. But later on in life, I trained myself extra. So that is it. As far as kindness, also your upbringing determines how kind you will be. While you get to a responsible age, let's say from 16 to 17, I believe that you can train yourself also to be kind. You can basically train yourself to be kind. I would like to say this while I leave, and what I'm trying to say now is people are going to test your patience, people are going to test your kindness, but remember, you can practice advanced forgiveness, which I believe you should actually practice. Now, I would like you to go into this new week and be kind to somebody. You can just be on your way to work and you just look at somebody and just say, wow, sister, you have a bright smile. Or bro, you look so handsome. I love your tie, I love your shirt. And you can just make somebody's day. Try it today. Try and be kind to somebody. Just check up on your old friend. Yo, what's good, brother? I was just listening to a podcast and your name came into my head and I just said I should check up on you. Hope you're good. Keep being the amazing person you are. And you move on from there. So I would like to leave you on these notes. Let us always be kind at every point in time and to everybody, either your friends, your enemy, or people you do not even know. Just be kind to everybody. And I would like to say thank you for listening to my podcast today. Tune in also for more from PopDisciple, and I trust you and I trust God in your life that you would always enjoy and have great testimonies. Thank you and see you next time.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of PopDisciple with Xammy Black. Make sure you're subscribed to be notified when new episodes drop. This podcast is powered by Imagine Studios 116.